Hi, my name's Jessica, and today I'm going to be reading Goodnight, Goodnight Construction Site. What do you think this book is about? A construction site. That's in the name. What's this guy here? He's a type of truck. Let's see what other kinds of trucks are in this book. Having trouble opening it. There we go. So we start with Goodnight, Goodnight Construction Site. There's the moon sleeping. Down in the big construction site, the tough trucks work with all their might to build a building, make a road, to get the job done, load by load. Look at all those different kinds of trucks. Lots and lots. What do we see? I see a bulldozer, a crane doing some lifting. There's a dump truck with a load full of dirt. A digger, or some of you might tell me it's called an excavator. He's shoveling up the dirt. And a cement truck. He's full of cement, the kind of stuff that we use to make sidewalks. That's what's inside of him before it dries. The sun has set, the work is done. It's time for trucks to end their fun. So one by one, they'll go to bed to yawn and rest their sleepy heads, then wake up to another day of rough and tough construction play. Working hard to help his team, crane truck rises one last beam. There's the crane. It's lifting up one more beam to put it in this pile. Reaching, stretching, lifting high, he swings the beam into the sky. He'll set it down right on its mark, then off to bed. It's almost dark. He slowly folds his boom back in. That's his long arm. It's called a boom. So he stretches it back in. And then with one last sleepy grin, he tucks himself in nice and tight, then cuddles up and says goodnight. Shh. Goodnight, crane truck. Goodnight. Spinning, churning all day long, cement mixer sings his whirling song. Now, he's weary and so dizzy from the fun that keeps him busy. With one last spin, he pours the load. He's ready now to leave the road. It's getting dark and he's pouring the last bit of concrete. He takes a breath, gets shiny bright, pulls up his chute, turns off his light. So there's the little funnel, kind of like a straw that his concrete was coming out of. And he got a good wash. He cuts his engine, slows his drum, and dreams sweet dreams of twirly fun. Shh. Good night, cement mixer. Good night. There he is in his blanket. He's going to sleep. Let's see who's next. Who's this guy? Our dump truck. Dump truck loves to work and haul. He carries loads both big and small. He moves the dirt from place to place, then dumps it with his happy face. Ooh, look how happy he looks. I think he likes his job. One final load spills on the heap. Crunch! Now dump truck's tired and wants to sleep. Look at that big pile of rocks that he made. Wow, it's probably taller than a house. Maybe not as tall as an apartment if you live in an apartment, though. He lowers his bed. That's what they call the back of his dump truck. Locks his gate, rests his wheels. It's getting late. He dims his lights, then shuts his doors, and soon his engine slows to snores. Good night, dump truck. Good night. Oh, who's this big guy? He's pushing lots and lots of rocks. Do you remember what he's called? A bulldozer, that's right. Pushing with his mighty blade, Bulldozer works to smooth the grade. He clears the way to level ground and fills the air with thunderous sounds. Kind of sounds like a dinosaur, but it's just his engine being loud. No one's as tough and strong as he, but now he's sleepy as can be. Oh. Yes. He puffs some smoke and out his stack, turns off his engine, stops his track. He curls up into his soft dirt bed. There he is in the dirt. Is your bed made out of dirt? I don't think so. Probably not. And dreams of busy days ahead. Shh. Good night, Bulldozer. Good night. Who's our next truck here? Do you remember? Look at his long arm and his shovel. I called him a digger, but his real name is an excavator. Scooping gravel, dirt, and sand, Excavator shapes the land. He digs and lifts throughout the day. But now it's time to end his play. A few more holes to dig and soon he'll roll to bed beneath the moon. Look at all those different holes that he made. They're all different shapes. This one kind of looks like a circle. Round and round and round and round. Most of the other ones kind of look like a rectangle. So it has 4 sides. In a rectangle, 2 of the sides are shorter. And 2 of the sides are longer. Look at him. He twirls upon his bumpy track, pulls up his boom, which is a shovel, stretches his back. He sets his scoop down on the ground and snuggles up without a sound. Shh. Good night, Excavator. Good night. Look at everybody. These big, big trucks, so tough and loud, they work so hard, so rough and proud. Tomorrow is another day, another chance to work and play. Turn off your engines, stop your tracks, relax your wheels, your stacks and backs. No more huffing and puffing, team. It's time to rest your heads and dream. Construction site all tucked in tight. The day is done. Turn off your light. Great work today. Now, shh.